Good afternoon. Welcome to another Hangout on Air with me, Fiona Catchpowle, Cybergram. And this one is talking to a fairly new cyber hero who's going to explain her journey and how she got into social media eventually. And to be honest, now some of us are regretting actually encouraging that process. So I want to introduce you to the lovely Inez Robinson.
Well, hello, Fiona. Thank you about that. Yes, I think some people maybe are sort of regretting it. I started on Facebook like most people did years ago when it sort of started, and it felt like, you know, one ought to be there or you're missing out. Didn't really know what I was doing. You know, it was initially started off as a communication page, and been able to stalk my kids, you know, and see what the sort of things we usually do with other people, shall we say. And but slowly, as my business itself has evolved, and I'm in a network marketing business, so for me, obviously, networks and getting to know people and stuff is important. But also, both my husband and I, we're heavily involved in dog rescue. We do other things as well. So time is always very short. So I was trying to sort of, I had this sort of epiphany, thinking, right, I need to really push my business more online, which sounds great. It sounds, yeah, I want to do my business online. But I didn't really have a clue of what to do. I knew where I wanted to get to, but I didn't really know the steps of how to get there.
Because you are actually quite experienced in some areas of technology. You do a lot of webinars for your network, don't you?
Yes, I do a lot of training through the webinar system because I had to, because most of my team were in the UK. We live in Spain. You know, it was either pack up and go to England, no way, Jose, Pedro, or find another way. And we started off with Skype calls, and Skype was the big thing back in those days. And then as technology has sort of caught up, doing webinars and doing video, you know, like YouTube trainings and things like this, and it's sort of advanced on from there. So yes, some areas I'm quite au fait with, but it was sort of the workings of Facebook and understanding how it could help that I didn't know. That's where I was sort of at a loss.
What do you think was the main stumbling block on that? Because I know we'd had a couple of conversations and I just couldn't seem to entice you in sufficiently. And then all of a sudden, wham bam, you were on the 28-day challenge. Next thing, you're rocking up at the workshop and you're just like absolutely blasting it now.
I think it's because I didn't really know what I didn't know. I think that was
okay.
And so when you're using Facebook, you sort of know what you're doing with the case of, you know, putting a picture and sending it off and stuff like that. But I think it was something that you'd said, that it wasn't a case of just about the posting. It was understanding more of the mechanics behind it and getting it to really work for you. And that is what clicked. And I thought, yes, there's bound to be things that I do know, but there's probably quite a few things I don't know. And that's going to link everything together in a chain, which is going to make that journey for where I want to get to much easier, because I'm going to know what to do. And I'm one of these people that I like to know the ins and outs of a duck's backside. I'll be and I want to know all things, because then I know how to use it for my benefit. And it was did it, and in all honesty, coming both the 28-day challenge that it was at the time, the challenge that you did, and the workshop were just brilliant. They really put everything into place for me and easily understood. I think that was something else as well, because whilst I'll make a big sort of macho thing about, oh, you know, I know it all at my age, I don't, you know. And so it was a little bit, I had to swallow my own pride, I think, and go, I need to go and ask help from Auntie Fiona.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you did ask me, but it is, we're not very good at that, are we, sometimes, in asking for help. So I know I've had some sort of technical things that I've had to ask help for, and you do feel like I feel like I should know it, but I don't. I seem to have got a frozen screen on you at the moment, so I'm going to talk to myself and assume that you can. Oh, there you are. Did you lose me? Because I lost you.
Yeah,
yeah, it's okay. I can carry on talking because I can sort of hear you and see you, and it'll probably balance itself out shortly. One of the things I was going to ask you though, because you're an offline, essentially, your business is offline. What are the similarities that you find between your offline network and communicating with them on Facebook? Have I lost you?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, you carry on. I can hear you.
Yeah, so there's the similarities of offline and online. It's communication. You know, the main thing is the communication, because there's one thing sort of posting stuff, you know, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. And that irritates people. It irritates me when I see it from other people do it, you know, and they try and add me to their groups and they do this, that, and the other, and it's very amateurish. It was learning about how to communicate through social media, which is sort of it's sort of dead, but it's not quite dead. It's not like an email. There's a bit more to it because you've got the news feed that's constantly battering along. So keeping yourself up in the news feed without irritating people too much, that they would also want to communicate back, you know. So putting it was like the rule of three, you know. So you've got sort of, yeah, you've got the going in with the sales thing, but you've also got the funny thing, and you've got something about you personally that you know, getting the communication, which is what you would do if you were sat in front of somebody else. Because you would, you know, if I sit in front of somebody to talk about the business or the products or whatever, I don't go in there with, hey, you know, Herbalife, this, that, and the other. I go in, hi, how are you? How's your day? Tell me about you. What do you do? You know, I ask them about them, and from asking them, I get answers, and from the answers, I can then see how I can possibly give a service to that person, which is the essence of business, as opposed to not blasting about something that they're just not interested in. Plus, it means that people, even if they don't want your service at that moment in time, they're going to remember you. And I've had people who have come back quite a while later, have gone, do you know what, now it's the right time, now I'm ready for what it is you're offering. So it's the building of the communication that I think are the two essential things that are the communication between, you know, the live version and the online version. Sort of marry those two. Not easy.
No, and you've just touched on something that is reflecting back from the video I've just recorded with Jodie, is that it takes time either way, face to face or on Facebook, and people just seem to rush it all the time.
Yeah, I think people think with social media it's going to happen overnight, and it is frustrating and it does take time. It's like building the likes up slowly. So for example, one of my business pages, my fan page, my Inez Robinson one, because I've got quite a few, I do a lot with the charity as well. It's been brilliant to raise awareness for that and funds and things. But with the Inez Robinson, I think I've got about 76 likes, something like that. But over 1,000 people see the things that I post. And that the reach on that is quite incredible, to see the difference in the two things.
Yeah, that's so, I'm so proud. I'm getting goosebumps. That's lovely. Well done.
Doing a live video, absolutely pants. Doing a live video, I suddenly see I'm doing a live video, and suddenly a message will pop up from Facebook saying, we are trying to reach people who would be interested in this on your behalf. So Facebook are like, doing it for you, because I'm standing there doing some stupid live video, you know, and it is, you know, so daft, because you run out of stuff to say after about 10 seconds, you know. It's like, oh, and look at my dog, and and look at the tree, and it doesn't matter, you know, and then and it brings fun, you know. People see the side of you, and that you're approachable, and I would say normal, but I don't know if I am.
Yeah, no. I'm not. Yeah, I was thinking of myself. I wasn't agreeing with your lack of normality. I was thinking about my own. But I think people say you attract like-minded people, don't you? So maybe that's why most of my cyber heroes are of a similar ilk. I don't know.
I don't want.
Oh my goodness, right. Listen, thank you so much for giving up your time today to speak with me. And I look forward to hearing more of your stories of how you're experiencing Facebook and your network as well. So it's a shout out to all the herbal lifers out there as well that are hopefully going to be watching the replay of this. I think I may have lost you, sweetheart. So I'm going to say goodbye.
You're back.
And we'll, there she is. Right, we'll say a quick goodbye while you're on the screen, and I'll catch up with you again very, very soon. Thank you, Inez.
Thank you very much. And just, guys, do it.
Thank you.